What's good, YouTube? It's Dre with Street Dreams Archives, and we are back with another video, guys. Today we talk Nike SB, Air Max 95, Cactus Flower. Okay, so these did officially release at the beginning of August. So when I post this video, it'll probably be September. So these released twice in August, beginning of the year at select sneaker shops, and also about a week ago, about a week and a half ago on Sneakers is when these released, when I got my hands on these. So wasn't unfortunately I wasn't blessed to have a sneaker store here. We have sneaker stores here, but as far as skate shops, sneaker stores, we don't have them here. So we only got the basic skate shop, Zoomies. We do also have another place called Continuum, which is down here in South Carolina. So we do have that, but they did not release those there. It was very selective few that had these when these first came out at the beginning of August. So Sneakers did a wider release, which I don't know how many pairs of sneakers that they had, but I was very shocked that I actually won these. I was not expecting to win these. Disclaimer before I actually get into the video, I am not a skater whatsoever, but I will point out certain things that I feel like they've adjusted for the Air Max 95 to be able to have it as a skate shoe. So I will get into that. But like I said, I was surprised when I did win these. I don't know what's been going on lately, and I'm thanking the sneaker gods, but I have been winning a lot of sneakers lately, and I'm not mad at it at all. It has been an expensive couple of months, but it's definitely been worth it, man. So before I also get into the video, I'm going to start doing something a little different. If I can see who has been subscribing to my channel, I will shout them out. So the first shout out that you will be getting will be to Retro John Tonio. I know my channel has been growing a lot lately, so I've been getting a lot of new subscribers. He was the only one that I was able to see, so I'm still going to shout out everybody who has been subscribing to the channel. Shout out to you guys. Let's get it, gang. So the Nike SB, usually with this purple box, they usually come with general release Nike SBs. With this being a Nike SB Air Max 95 collab, I would have thought this would have came in a different box, but I'm not mad at the purple box. Not bad at all. So like I said, got the SB Air Max 95. The color coding on this is Summit White, Cactus Flower. Summit White and Cactus Flower. Went with a 10.5. My normal size, as you guys may know, I mention it almost every video, but got my 10.5. It's perfect. Like I said, Nike SB on the top. Get into the shoes, guys. It does come with this white and green wrapper paper, and shout out to Nike for ripping my paper up, man. This came exactly how I opened it. So shout out to you guys for having ripped paper, man. I know it's not a big deal, but to me, I like to have everything perfect when it comes to the sneakers, so that's just me. Let's get to the shoes, guys. Like I said, didn't really come with much besides the regular white and green paper. That's standard for all Nike SBs. And then it also came with this sticker. What side is it on? Also came with that sticker. Sorry. I'll have B-roll, so you probably can't see that due to the light behind you guys. Here are the shoes, guys. Let me know in the comments, are these a cop or a drop for you guys? I'm not sure if these gonna restock. They did recently restock, probably about 4 days ago, on sneakers again. So shout out to whoever's grabbed those. But these are fire in my opinion, guys. Like I said, I'm not a skater whatsoever, but the colorway alone just kind of, you know, drew it to me. And I'm also an Air Max 95 head, so it was only right to get these, man. Very clean in my opinion. At first, I wasn't super heavy on them. I think because of the gum bottom. At first, I wasn't heavy on them, but once I got these in hand, I kind of fell in love with them, man. I definitely fell in love with it. Let me know what you guys think, man. Okay, so getting into the shoe, coming to the top part, you get that cream toe cap coming up with that white mesh coming up to the base of the shoe. And then you get that Cactus Flower those purple eyelids for the laces, white laces, very subtle touch. Coming to the tongue, you do get that white tongue with that black and cactus flower Air Max logo, which is fire to me. The very inside, you get that black lining, basically all the way through around the whole sock lining there of the shoe. You get that black lining there. These were manufactured on March 5th of 25 all the way to May 5th of 2025. So not too long that they had these in the works, but I'm sure they've been talking about this for quite some time now. Coming to the base of the shoe, and I will show you guys a comparison between a regular 2025 Air Max 95 Big Bubble model versus the SB model. I'll point out a few things that I've noticed. Like I said, I'm not a skater whatsoever, so the main things I will point out will probably be just a few things that have changed with this model versus the 2025 model. But coming to the base of the shoe, you get those 4 shades like a normal Air Max 95 would be. Like I said in my previous video, this is supposed to mimic, these waves here are supposed to mimic the rib cage. So you get those 4 shades. It starts with the tan, then it goes up to 2 shades of gray, and then at the very top, you get that leather at the top, which is fire. Another difference while I'm talking about the side of the shoe, one thing I've noticed between the 2 models, I'll put this there so you can kind of see it a little better. But the difference between the 2 models already offhand is going to be the material. This material is turned, so you're not able to feel it as much as a normal Air Max 95 would normally be, and that's to prevent any rips or anything like that while you're skating. It's trying to keep these longevity wise, so they turn the material to kind of make it more durable when you're wearing it. So like I said, you get those 4 shades like a normal Air Max 95 would be. You do get that cactus flower Nike check right there, which is fire to me. The materials on this are really good. It's not as nappy as this would normally be, as this Air Max 95 would normally be on this material here. You can kind of see it's a lot more thicker on the base area here versus the SB95. You can kind of tell how much thinner that is, which makes the shoe a lot lighter, in my opinion. I think these are extremely a lot lighter than these, but not by much. As far as comparing it to, because I did try this on before I did the video, because I wanted to, make sure it's accurate as possible to you guys. So I did put this on, and comparing it to between the SB and the 2025 Big Bubble model, they really feel the same. The only difference is I'm just a little higher because the bubble has gotten a lot bigger on these guys, but not much of a difference. Coming to the outsole, midsole here, you get that white cream midsole with that cactus flower purple air units going all the way around the shoe. Nice touch with that. I'm a big fan of the air units having color in them, so that was a big plus for me when I saw these, picture-wise and in person. I was very happy that they added that touch. Coming to the very back of the shoe, get that 3M as always with the spine in the shoe. You get that silver with that Nike Air SB in that cactus flower color. Come to the back, tan outsole with that cactus flower air unit. Fire to me. Another difference while I'm talking about changes that they've done. The midsole, they have obviously slimmed up that air unit, and the reason why they slimmed up that air unit is because with the Air Max 95 you're usually elevated more with the air unit, so when people are skating you want to be as close to the board as possible, so they slimmed up that air unit just so when people are skating in these you feel more grounded, which is definitely a plus. In order for this to work as a skate shoe, you would have had to do those changes. So big ups to Nike, big ups to Nike SB for paying attention to detail for sure. I'm sure they've talked to a lot of skaters before putting these out. Getting to the insole, I mean the inside of the shoe, the same thing. You get those 4 shades. You get that cream with those 2 shades of gray, coming up to that black material, that black leather material, which is very soft. The materials here, very soft, but like I said, these aren't turned, so you don't get really much of a feel towards this material. It's just kind of there, if that makes sense. You would have to kind of feel it, but coming to the outsole of this, as you guys can tell, which I kind of show the difference in between the two, and I always have B-roll too, but another major difference that they've done for the Nike SB versus the 2025 Big Bubble model, they've changed the outsole out on these, which is kind of still the same. The only difference is they've made these a lot more grippier. And like I said, when you're skating, you kind of want to be sticky on the board. You want to be as close as possible to the board. So with this outsole being tan, gum bottom, it's obviously much more stickier versus these would be. These are more obviously going to be more for running. You can tell those have those 4 blocks. You have those blocks on the outsole versus that rigid material. Still has the PSI. Actually, it doesn't. So it doesn't have the PSI, but it says PSI on it. So another difference between the 2025 model, and this is a women's shoe, but that's kind of a similarity between the two. The PSIs are missing at the bottom of those. Come to the insole, regular tissue paper. Another thing that they've changed and that I've noticed also is the insoles. The insoles are a lot slimmer than a Nike SB would normally be. You get that purple insole, but these are a lot slimmer, and the reason why these are slimmer is because of the air unit. You have that support in that air unit. With this, if you would have made this a lot thicker, like the normal SBs would, you would have felt more elevated. Try to show you the angle. You would have felt more elevated than anything because you have so much padding in these guys in the insoles, and then you also got a ton of padding inside this air unit here. So I'm glad that they went with the regular air unit, and then they slimmed up the insoles to kind of make it, you know, more flat inside. When you have your feet planted in these. To insole, regular white stitching, like I said, with that black sock line in there, pretty clean in my opinion. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much going to be it for the shoe. Oh, another difference I've noticed too, they slimmed up the toe box. So you can tell on this SB here, they've slimmed up the toe box. That's for when you're doing tricks. Those toes gonna be, you'll get those flips a lot more accurate versus if you would have had all that padding inside the front shoe there. But you can tell they've definitely slimmed up that front there to make this a lot lighter and more grounded to your feet. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for the shoe. I'm probably gonna do it on foot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. These are copper drop for you guys, man. Like I said, when I saw these were, I had to have them. I had to have all the 95s. We still working on that. We're gonna get to it. But it's Dre with Street Dreams Archives. Gonna throw in the foot options for you guys on foot, and then that's it for you guys. Pretty much just gonna wrap this video up. It's Dre with Street Dreams Archives. Peace. Okay, guys, here's what these Nike SB Air Max 95s are looking like on feet. Super clean in my opinion. As far as comfortability wise, I am a 10.5. These do fit a lot looser than the normal Air Max 95s would be. So as far as the breaking point, these are already kind of broken in. So as far as the 10.5, these feel like I've had these for months now, and these are my first time ever really putting these on, kind of feeling them. But like I said, these are fire, guys. Went with the 10.5. I don't have any issues regarding this area right here. Like I said, I usually get a ton of issues when it comes to these areas right here, but I don't have any problems whatsoever, guys. Any problems. These are extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. What do you guys think? I think these are fire, man. I think these are really fire. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's Dre. Peace.